I spent decades working to reach this point. It's the Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future, no matter what those above ground might think of us.
They're scared of you, Sean. Scared of the
People are always frightened by what they don't understand. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can convince you of that. Just give me time. I know there's more for us to discuss. But the Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
Maybe. I don't know. This is so much to take in.
I know. And I am sorry. You have been through so much in such a short time. The Institute can provide a better life than anything above ground. You've been in the Commonwealth. You've seen what it's like. I assure you that you are better off with us.
I don't know what to do.
I realize that. It's why I'm trying to help you. I hope that you can see that rationally. The Institute is the only thing left in the world that is worth being part of. I simply ask that you give the Institute, me, a chance. A chance to show you what I've been telling you. We really do have humanity's best interest. Will you take?
Are you?
Yes, I am.
All right.
Thank you. The Institute is now your home, as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in Facilities, Dr. Ayo in SRB, Dr. Holdren in Bioscience, and finally Dr. Lee in Advanced Systems. They've all been notified of your arrival, of course. Meet them, and then we'll discuss what comes next.
Sweet.
Almost done. Just need to tighten up this primary drive servo.
That's the third primary drive breakdown this month.
Doctor,
They weren't
I
kidding.
don't know.
You really are
Most
here.
of them have lasted
Well,
long
all right.
past their projected
I'm
lifespans.
Allie
If you ask
Fillmore.
me,
You can
they
think
were
of me
built
as the
pretty well.
Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much. I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
I just wanted to find my son and keep him safe.
Now that you've found him, I hope you're proud of the great man he grew up to be. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the facilities division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
Absolutely.
Oh, good to hear. It'll be a load off Sean's. Take your time. Get yourself acquainted. There's a lot. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the facilities division, I'm happy to discuss it.
It must be a challenge to meet the power demands of a place.
Absolutely. We scratch and scrape for every precious...
Right.
Over the years, we've learned a few tricks that help supplement them. When necessary, we can tap into select sources on the surface. We take only what we need. Fortunately, advanced systems has always worked. It's a good thing, too, because the demand is always increasing. You don't even want to know what a single use of the molecular... I can't argue with that. Even so, I'm ready to see the full Gen 3 roll out.
There we go. All set. Unit, you can return to duty.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thanks again.
Of course.
Have you had time to examine my latest reports on batch 274?
We're all looking
Not yet.
forward to working with
I've been reviewing Father's plans to expand our operations at Warwick. He's eager to get that going, so I've had to put everything else to one side.
I wonder how the Warwick family is doing. Young Wally must be close to 10 years old by now. It's remarkable that any child can survive for so long up there, don't you think?
I try not to think too much about it. We have more than
Dr.
enough.
Holdren's Scent Gorilla project is showing promising results. You're here. Glad you made it.
After all, how can we hope to redefine mankind if we can't even hold on to our own humanity?
Well, that's a question best left to our colleagues in the robotics division.
Yes, well...
Hi, Doc.
Welcome. So good to have you here.
I
Dr.
suppose
Clayton
you're right.
Holdren, head of the bioscience division. I can't wait for you to see the work we're doing. It's truly amazing.
I look forward to
In
learning.
that case, let me give you a brief. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of study such as botany, genetics, and medicine. Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
Seems like there's nothing you guys can't do.
With hard work and ingenuity, any challenge can be overcome. I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is, but I have to ask.
I'm not sure how well I'll fit in, but
Great. In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking around. Or, if you prefer, I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
You mentioned medical care. I might need that from time to time.
In that case, you'll want to introduce yourself to Dr. Dean Volkert. He's our top biologist and also serves as the Institute's... Dr. Volkert works in the infirmary. Just pay him a visit. You won't find better medical care anywhere else in the Commonwealth. I'll promise you that.
Is it true food supplements discontinued?
That is correct.
That was my favorite one. Can't we keep it a little longer?
I will be happy to forward your
Seeing
request
you
to
in
the
that
Bioscience
power armor
Division. In the meantime,
we should
please feel
visit
free
some
to
of our
enjoy
own.
one of our other nutrition and flavorful supplements.
Authorized personnel only.
So Dr. Ayo thinks he can hide
Nothing
in
to
his
report,
office.
sir.
Well, you can tell.
I'm seriously thinking of heading over to robotics to knock some heads together.
What now?
They're dragging their feet on the targeting package upgrades I asked for. Maybe I should take some courses with me.
Pardon me, sir.
I heard we lost another Gen 3.
There's enough friction as it is
Dr.
between
Ayo
us
was
and pretty much
furious.
all the other departments.
You going soft on me, Alana? My methods get results, and they will this time as well. You'll see.
It's an honor to meet you, sir.
If you see any suspicious synth activity, report it immediately.
Hey, Doc.
So, here you are. Justin Ayo, Acting Director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity. I'm sure you understand. There won't be any issues, will there?
No problems here.
Good to hear. Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the Synth Retention Bureau. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped synths that are hiding among the human population on the surface.
I'm sure it's best for everyone if the synths remain here.
Certainly. We can't allow sophisticated Institute technology to fall into the wrong hands. The results could be disastrous. Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word, our Coursers are relentless. But I gather you know all this, since you've encountered one already. In fact, I'd very much like to know how you defeated it.
I guess I just got...
That's hardly helpful. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production. Now, unless you need something else, I'll get back to work.
I'd like to know more about the synth reclamation.
Fine. Once a Courser has located a rogue synth, it uses that synth's recall code to wipe its memories and render it inert. We then begin the delicate process of restoring the neural pathways to their original configuration. In those cases where the procedure is successful, the synth returns to duty with no memory of its time on the surface. All too often, we're unable to repair the damage and are forced to dispose of the unit entirely.
Like any machine, a synth can malfunction. Just wish it didn't happen so often.
Unknown identity. Clearance confirmed.
No visible reaction to the K-14 compound. We'll start the next trial.
It's an honor to have you here, sir. She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Nothing. At this point, she's just doing
Excuse me, Doctor?
Ah, it's you. You're here then. Yes, I know who you are. We all do. While I'm sure Father is very happy that you're here, I do hope it doesn't interrupt our work.
Don't worry. I promise I won't get in your way.
Thank you, I do appreciate that. Oh, before I forget, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a Courser chip in it for you. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the...
Right. Thank you.
Given that the relay is the only way to access the Institute, handy. In case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the only one here with that kind of access. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust Father has... Now, unless there's something else, I really do need to get back to work.
I'd like a progress report on your division.
Taking your new appointment in stride, I see. Very well. We've shifted resources off of other projects, like the Child Synth, to focus on Faith. I'm hoping that the above-ground efforts are successful. I understand those depend heavily on you.
Greetings, sir.
When are you going to tell me about this mysterious Phase 3?
No, I can't talk about that.
I wouldn't be here, not for your son.
Greetings. As the Institute's requisition vendor, I can provide supplies and missions on the surface. How may I assist you today?
Now that you've had a chance to see the Institute firsthand, what do you think?
You've got technology here that I never dreamed possible. It's amazing.
I'm glad you can appreciate what we've accomplished. None of it has been easy. Ultimately, all our knowledge and resources are focused on a single goal. The goal is best summarized by our motto: mankind redefined. Unfortunately, no advancement comes without occasional. As remarkable as our synths are, they can be the superior synth mind and body attempting to wrestle with something approaching free will.
If they're so dangerous, you should destroy them and start over.
There is no need for such drastic action. We are as you will soon see. We're also more than capable of reclaiming any synths that become a danger. A rogue synth has taken over the Raider gang at Libertalia. His memories have been erased, and his identity altered. He believes, under his leadership, the Raiders have taken... I've dispatched a courser to Libertalia.
We'll bring that synth home.
That would be best for everyone. Now you should get moving. Many people are in danger, and a delay could cost.
It's stuck.
What's up?
Identity confirmed. This unit
Here's that
is ready
holotape
to
you gave me.
serve.
Full of Institute data. I hope.
Well, all right. I'll start digging into this and see if I can make heads or tails of it.
The Institute isn't our enemy, remember.
I know, but it never hurt.
I'm ready to move in, sir.
You must be the courser I'm supposed to meet.
Yes, sir. Designation X688. I've already neutralized the perimeter guard. Just give the word, and we can start the assault on the main flotilla.
What do we know about this synth, Gabriel?
Designation B592 is holed up in the shack on top of the upended cargo ship. He's probably got his best fighters with him, so we should plan on heavy resistance. So, are you ready to go in?
All right, let's go.
Right behind you, sir. I was hoping for a challenge. Guess I'll keep hoping.
fucking coward hides.
Hold up a moment, sir. There's something important I need to tell you.
I'm listening.
I'm going to give you B592's reset code. If he hears the code phrase, it'll reset his cognitive processes and make him docile. You'll need to say B592 initialize factory reset, followed by the authorization code Gamma 71 Epsilon. Once he's shut down, I can transport him.
Good. I'd like to avoid any unnecessary.
Well, he might not be alone up there.
Right.
That's all, sir.
Excellent. Sweet. Nice.
Well done. Gear, I'm gonna guess. Like me. Top. To the top. The Institute's so desperate for resources that it's stealing plunder from honest, hard-working Commonwealth gangs.
How much plunder have you got?
So you are...
What are you doing, boss? Keep your mouth shut! I know what I'm doing.
We got a modest little stash. I'll tell you what. I'll give it. What do you say? That's the way you want it. Then let's...
Nice work, sir. I'll take the seat back. This is X688. Ready to reboot the reclaim set B5.
Terminal should open this. Yes.
I was having fun. Only a fucking coward hides.
are honored to welcome you here.
Our technology must seem pretty advanced by your standards.
I'm glad to see you return safely. I know the task was difficult, but I needed you to see firsthand how dangerous a rogue synth can be.
Gabriel and his gang were sick bastards, hanging their victims up like trophies. I'm just glad it's over.
While we can do nothing for Gabriel's victims, we can at least take comfort in the knowledge that the threat has been removed. But enough about that. The task is done, and you've returned our synth safely to us. I couldn't have hoped for a better outcome. Well done. While you were away, I had quarters prepared for you. You'll find all the basic necessities, as well as a generous stock of arms and equipment. Go and have a look. I think you'll be quite pleased.
Remember to keep unnecessary power consumption minimal.
Power armor? What would you need that for?
Sir, we've had another situation. A code red.
What? This is the third time in 2 weeks. This is unacceptable. How can this happen?
We think there was a system glitch. We're looking into it.
You're all useless. I'll figure it out. In the
Your new
meantime,
quarters are
tell the
here,
others to
sir.
be on high alert. I want more patrols and more
You're done
rounds.
studying.
Right
You
away,
have
sir.
nothing
You
left.
see anything remotely suspicious, report it immediately.
Almost all done.
When you're finished here, sir,
Again.
Father wants to see you.
Understood.
Wait. Actually, there might be something else I missed. I think I should read it again to be safe.
It was an honor to fight at your side.
I used to work exclusively on the synth projects, but lately I prefer less and persons.
It's gotta be somewhere on the inside. From what I hear, that rogue synth at Libertalia was a real menace. Glad it's back where it belongs.
Sean.
Ah. Hello, Father. Tell me, what would you do when someone has stolen from you?
After everything I've been through to find you, I think you...
I'm sorry, Father. The group that calls themselves the Railroad have acquired several synths from the Institute. They no doubt mean to free these synths. You've been in contact with the Railroad, so you're aware of their misguided beliefs.
They mean well. They're only doing...
You dealt with Libertalia. That's the result of their selfish... Usually they are a minor nuisance, but lately they have become more emboldened. I'm afraid we've reached the point where a response is necessary. We have learned the current location of these synths, and need
Where are the synths located?
A small settlement at the old Bunker Hill Monument. But it's important that we act on this soon, before the railroad has... We also don't want the Brotherhood of Steel getting wind of the presence.
I'll act quickly.
You'll have a contact.
X4.
I've been waiting for you.
So, what's our situation?
I assume you've been briefed? Our targets are inside. 4 synths under railroad protection. The situation appears to have... We move in, secure the synths, and I relay out with them back to the...
Should we try and avoid killing anyone?
The mission's parameters just changed. We go in shooting. Requesting backup relay now.
freedom.
Here they are.
No, I've got money. It's yours if you let me go.
F633, initiate. All right, Synth.
Please.
Z322, initiate. You there, Synth.
Come on, please. Just don't.
B257, initiate re. No sudden moves.
Please, no.
Y915, initiate.
That's all of them. Objective complete. Return to the town. Make sure all hostiles have been eliminated. I will relay the synths back to the Institute. Report to Father upon your return.
Maybe everyone else already knows. Brotherhood continues.
Good work.
Scanning. Subject identified.
workbench.
to sail on brooms. Oh, no, wait. My programming is telling me we never have seconds. If you could try something else. control! Now, everything!
It's always fascinating watching you create.
Diamond City surplus! Open 24 hours!
Traveling with you is proving to be quite uplifting.
We're so delighted you've chosen us for your shopping needs. We buy and sell everything. From everyone. Always.
Let's see what you got.
The highest quality.
Someone present.
I to die!
Hostile sector reading detected. Your destruction is inevitable.
Die, metal man! We are unstoppable!
Son.
You know, in all my years, I've never set foot outside the Institute. Not once. Since the day they brought me here. I've never had a reason. But now, this just confirms the truth I've always known. The Commonwealth is dead. There's no future here. The only hope for humanity lies below.
So why come out here?
To put things in perspective, I suppose. Standing here, I'm reminded of how fortunate I am that I was spared a life in this wasteland. I know that to you, I was kidnapped from that vault. In truth, the Institute rescued me. Both of us, really.
They kept me alive, too.
They did, indeed. I was the perfect candidate. An infant with uncorrupted DNA. But if something were to go wrong, if I died, well, the Institute realized a contingency plan was prudent. Another source of pre-war DNA, preferably related to their primary subject. It only made sense that my parents should fill that role. So you were kept alive and safe within the vault. I'll admit, when I had you released from Vault 111, I had no expectations that you'd survive out here in all this. To not only do so, but manage to find me. To infiltrate the Institute itself. Extraordinary.
So it was you. You let me out.
Yes. It was my decision. Certainly it was no longer necessary to keep you suspended. Well, I suppose I wanted to see what would happen. An experiment of sorts. I had no idea what kind of man you were, you see. Would the Commonwealth corrupt you, as it has everything else? Would you even survive? Perhaps most curious to me, would you, after all this time, attempt to find me? And now I know the answer.
That's all this is to you? All I am to you? Just another experiment?
No, that's not all. But still, I'm glad it turned out the way it did. There are greater things to come after your success at Bunker Hill. The synths have been safely returned and will be repurposed. Thank you for your work. I hope you weren't at too much risk.
There's always a risk. It was worth it.
I'm glad you see it that way. The railroad remains an annoyance, of course. But they'll be dealt with as necessary. And you, well, you've passed the test, as they say. You have done well. Please, take this as a token of my appreciation. Our appreciation, really. It's time for you to become more involved in the future of the Institute. I'd like you to join me inside. The Directorate is meeting, and you should be there. I'll be waiting. I've seen enough. It's time to go back in.
Can you see them, sir? Picking up something.
Let's get this Directorate meeting over with before we speak further. It's important.
Son.
Let's get this Directorate meeting over with before we speak further. It's important.
Call this a clean floor. Are your visual receptors malfunctioning? Can you not see the grime and dust?
My apologies, sir. I was issued a defective cleansing unit.
Don't make excuses. You're clearly defective, and I intend to report this.
Excuse me, Doctor.
You know what happens when people get robots to do all their work? They get fat and lazy, that's what. Real people doing real thinking and real work. That's the future I want.
If that's how you feel.
Because we could do so much more. But no, it's wasted potential. In any case, I suppose,
sure.
Perhaps a fresh...
Good, we're all here. I think it's time we begin.
Sir, excuse me, but what exactly is he doing here?
I will address that issue. But there are other subjects that require our attention first. The level of unrest in the Commonwealth continues to rise, as we're all aware. Your report.
All Institute facilities remain completely secure with the exception of one notable breach. Otherwise, internally, things look like they've ever been. Dr. Ayo has been keeping an eye on things topside.
Yes, Watchers show no additional threats beyond those previously identified. We're still monitoring the increased activity around Fort Independence, but there are no immediate signs we should be concerned. Boston International Airport remains occupied, with Brotherhood presence noted at several other points throughout the Commonwealth. Intelligence suggests that this railroad continues to operate and is becoming more ambitious. SRB agents are monitoring all known situations, sir.
Very good, thank you. It's clear that our safety needs to be the primary concern going forward. To that end, where are we on Phase 3?
Sir, are you sure this is the time to be discussing it? Given, well, considering all parties present?
Ah, yes, that's true. Have you heard anything about Phase 3?
I have no idea what that is.
I'll admit I'm relieved. It's intended to be something of a classified project, which I'm sure power is, as I'm sure you've seen above ground, a very valuable commodity. I'm not talking about some abstract concept of control. I mean real, tangible power. The kind that keeps the lights on. With every advance the Institute makes, our need for raw power increases. Many compromises and sacrifices have been made over the years to allow progress to continue.
In this world, I'm sure compromise is necessary.
Quite right. For far too long, we've been dependent on others. On our surroundings. That time is over. Phase 3 is simply the activation of a nuclear reactor that can provide enough power to the Institute now and forever. It will ensure not just our survival, but our prosperity.
Sounds like an important...
Well, that's an understatement. The reactor is close to ready, but recent tests have determined we have a few tasks ahead of us. Thus, we come to Phase 3, and to how you will help.
Sir?
Yes, Dr. Ayo. Previously, we would rely on Kellogg for above-ground operations, yes? Well, he is gone. While I'm not overly fond of putting my own father in harm's way, he has proven more than capable of handling himself.
Yes, but...
This is not a matter for debate. Now, there is one more subject that requires discussion.
I don't know that this is the time.
Dr. Holdren, it is time. Please, as I'm sure several of you are already aware, I have been under Dr. Volkert's care for some time. I'm sorry, this is difficult for me. Our best efforts have failed. Every experimental treatment we could devise has been unsuccessful. I'm sorry to say I am dying.
What?
Please,
Can't be serious.
Everyone, please, I am sorry. This is not how I wanted to tell you, but we're running out of time.
There must be something we can do to help you.
The only thing that matters now is continuing the Institute's work. It will be all right. I assure you, we can talk more later. Right now, the future of the Institute is at stake. The Institute cannot survive without leadership. The Directorate must continue to govern with the best interest of all in mind. To that end, I am naming my father as my successor.
Oh, boy.
You can't be serious!
Really? Seems a poor choice.
How can you possibly justify this? He isn't one of us. He isn't even a scientist.
Ignoring your borderline, insubordinate tone, I will simply say this. The Institute has enough scientists. What it needs is a leader. I believe my father has already proven himself more than capable in that regard. This will conclude this meeting. Thank you.
Dr. Carlin's doing some amazing things with our genetically engineered crops.
The Institute's a big place. It might take a while to learn.
I had no idea.
I know this is... well, it's a lot to take in at once. I'm sorry, Father. I hope it wasn't too presumptuous of me to put you in charge without even asking first.
I can do the job.
Of course you can. That's why I made the decision. There's no question that some of the Directorate and the Institute at large will need reassurances about your appointment. That's why I'd like you to take charge of this latest operation. Dr. Fillmore can fill you in on the details. There are hard decisions ahead. For all of us, but for you especially. I know that you'll do the right thing.
All systems nominal.
You were scheduled for maintenance duty in SRB last night. Anything you'd like to report?
Nothing to report, sir. I carried out my duties.
I'm trying to learn. Chess. The computer always beats me.
Busy day for you, isn't it? Well, it's about to get busier. You're going to lead this operation, I'm told.
I need some details here.
Of course, that's why we're talking. Otherwise, you'd be up top already. Recent events have upset our timetable. Getting the reactor online has become our #1 priority, and we're going to have to cut some corners. I'm not thrilled, but it means we'll need to rely on some pre-warning. You're going to the mass fusion building to acquire a beryllium agitator for us.
Consider it done.
I'll consider it done when I've got it in my hands.
No way. You're not going. You'd be a liability.
Well, that's about the most insulting thing I've heard in a while. Okay, you're on your own then. Not to put more pressure on you, but we have to move quickly on this. Word is that the brother... We don't want them getting the agitator before... Head on up to the relay, and they'll get you over to mass fusion in a flash. Hans?
Sounds like those raiders at Libertalia were quite a handful.
Heck, what was that? False alarm, I guess. Wander. Leave no survivors.
don't see the beryllium agitator anywhere. They must have moved it.
Going down.
Got it.
Contact. Lost.
Nice try.
That's it.
Surprise contact.
Now cycling airlock. Please wait. Initiating decontamination sequence. Decontamination complete. You may proceed. Please wait. Decontamination complete.
Nice work bringing that rogue synth back.
So you'll be the new director, huh? Father always did like to challenge our assumptions.
Dr. Fillmore.
Well, I see you managed on your own. I won't lie. I was a little nervous you wouldn't pull it off. Seems I needn't have worried. I'll make sure the agitator gets where it needs to go. I understand Father is anxious to get you involved in something else. You'd better not keep him waiting.
I know you'll honor Father's legacy when you're the director.
Child synth prototype may truly be the key to our future.
From what I hear, that rogue synth at Libertalia was a real menace. Glad it's back where it belongs.
How's your energy? No more than I expected. I see. You're sticking to the regimen?
Higgs and Logan have officially lost their minds, and they'll be lucky not to be exiled.
I see. Any additional pain or tenderness?
Not that I've noticed. I feel quite well. Yes,
I have to admit, the third generation.
You wanted to see me?
I understand mass fusion was a success, despite interference from the Brotherhood of Steel.
We handled them just fine.
That's what Dr. Fillmore reported. I'm quite pleased at the results. Would have been a terrible setback to lose that technology to those savages. The Brotherhood's intervention must be placed in a larger context, however. Future conflict with them is guaranteed. We are, after all, keepers of the most advanced. It also cannot go unnoticed that there were concerns within the...
Right.
I, of course, never doubted your commitment to our cause. But by directly confronting the Brotherhood, I'm proud of you, regardless. The Brotherhood is an issue for... And look at me. Rambling on like I'm wasting time. You're needed elsewhere at once.
Whatever it is.
I certainly hope so. This situation, I'm afraid, is something of your creation, however.
What do you mean by that? What's happened?
Well, while you were assisting Dr. Fillmore, a second team was sent out to... Apparently, there was some miscommunication. And this individual...
Sure.
My understanding is that no shots have been fired. I need you to go there and speak. Dr. Thompson is on... I know you...
They'll listen to me. I'll figure something.
Believe me.
Yeah?
What's going on here?
You're an unexpected surprise. We could use the backup. These Institute bastards aren't getting away. They'll have to go through us to get out of there. We don't know quite what we're up against, but it's good you're here to help. How did you hear about
I think I've lost
Find them.
What's going on here?
You're an unexpected surprise. We could use the backup. These Institute bastards aren't getting away. They'll have to go through us to get out of there. We don't know quite what we're up against, but it's good you're here to help. How did you hear about this?
I'm not sure you know what's going on here.
Oh, I know exactly what's going on. Well, not today. So, but then we realized we probably ought to storm. That makes sense, right?
No one is gonna do anything.
I don't...
Uh-huh.
If we don't do something now, they're gonna take... Are you gonna order the...
Right. I'm giving you an order, so...
Maybe you don't understand. This ain't the military. Why are you so against this? You...
You sure you're willing to risk being wrong?
Look, I just want people to be... We won't start shooting or nothing. But you...
Oh, thank God you're here. I was starting to worry we might not make it out of this mess.
Everything's taken care of.
Good. Good. It was bad enough that Wallace started giving us...
Those are good men out there. You have no right...
Those good men of yours wanted to kill me. Can we just get on with this? I know he's potentially important to Phase 3 and all, but I'm not sure it's worth putting our...
Sure. If he's really important to the...
You're right. I know they've been keeping an eye on him for years. Not sure how they originated, but once they realized how smart he was and what an asset he could be, I think they even fed him scientific material from time to time to see how good he was, you know. Let's just get Wallace and get out.
No argument from me.
Right. There's just... I was thinking...
No problem.
I hope so. Pretty excited.
Mr. Wallace, I'm here to talk to you.
You're another one of them, aren't you? Are you a robot?
Please, try and relax. I know this is an unusual situation.
No! You're here to kidnap me! That's what you people do, isn't it? I've heard all the stories. I know exactly what happens to people when the Institute shows up.
Hey, just calm down, okay?
Fine.
The Institute needs your help, Mr. Wallace.
My help?
The Institute has an engineering problem that you're scientists... In exchange for helping us out, you'd be granted whatever research you wanted to perform. You'd be safe and secure, in a way...
You'd be helping us...
That... Okay...
I'm looking forward to working for you, future director. Okay. I think we've got... Thanks.
Hey.
I really mean it. I'll see you back...
I want to be left alone.
hear about the battle between the Brotherhood and the Institute? One of Bunker Hill? A bunch of people got killed or something. Total bloodbath.
My friends say outsiders smell, but you don't smell at all.
Business.
I can't express how truly humbling it is to stand in your presence.
There you are. I cannot express how pleased I am. Our new guest is familiarizing himself with his surroundings. Yet he's already pointed out several inefficiencies in our methods. With his help, Phase 3 will be ready in no time. And it's all thanks to you.
Let's just get the rest.
Yes, quite. There is one more part for you to play. It is time to announce our presence to the Commonwealth. To request that...
That's a good idea.
Yes, that is one goal. We've prepared some remarks for you. Use the microphone here and...
For years now, you have suspected that the Institute still exists. That we are among you. It is true. But it is not the whole truth. We're here. And we are... here to help. Our superior technology represents the future of the Commonwealth. Today, we activate our nuclear reactor, ensuring that we will persevere long after the world above ground ceases to exist, ensuring that mankind has a future. We have no desire to interfere in the unimportant details of your daily lives. We simply insist that you do not interfere with Institute operations. To do so would result in unnecessary difficulties for all parties. Rest easy. Know that the future is looking bright, and that mankind will thrive under our guidance.
Well, that was interesting. Perhaps not what we originally intended, but it will certainly get your point across. Now it's time to make sure that everyone hears it. How would you feel about making a little trip to Diamond City?
I'll go if it's necessary.
It absolutely. The radio station in Diamond City, if we'd like the people to hear what before we preempt their broadcast. I've been assured that the necessary parts are on site. You'll just need to report back when you're done.
Cause trouble, there's gonna be trouble. Get it?
We sell everything.
You been to Good Neighbor? Friggin' hole. Ghouls and chemheads all over.
You look a little roughed up. Talk to Doc Crocker over at the Mega Surgery Center.
Oh, hi. There.
Travis.
This radio station, well, you'll notice there aren't any other ones. So,
No wonder it isn't broadcasting at full power. I'll need to find those radio parts. Okay, let's try this.
hey.
This goes here.
Hi. Again, hi? Hi.
Don't break my stuff if you don't mind.
Sounds like those raiders at Libertalia were quite a handful.
Your presence here is a great gift, not just to Father, to all.
If you encounter a hazardous chemical spill, please alert the Facilities Division immediately.
Enjoy your trip to the big city. It's done then? The transmitter has been modified.
Everything is in place. It's ready to go when we are.
Good. Once the reactor is online, we'll cut into their broadcast. I'll let you do.
This, my friends, is the moment we've all worked for. After all your effort, the time has finally come to start our reactor. No longer will we be forced to compromise to survive. No more will we need worry about outpacing our resources. My father and I couldn't be more proud of what you have helped us accomplish, and we look forward to achieving even greater things in the future. The Institute is now truly mankind's best hope. Thank you. All of you.
Sean.
It's almost hard to believe. After all those years of hard work, here we are. We've arrived. Look what you've made possible.
I did good work.
Yes. There's more work to be done before the Institute's future. The Directorate has convened a meeting about how to proceed.
Sure.
He's gone too far this time.
I have to admit, the third-generation sensor really something.
A clean and healthy work environment is essential to maximum productivity.
It must make you proud to see all that Father has done, all that he has done.
We are honored to welcome you here.
Dr. Carlin's doing
May
some
I be the first to
amazing
welcome
things
you?
with our genetically
Looking
engineered
forward to working
crops.
with you.
I'm happy to be here, Dr. Fillmore. I hope I do the position justice.
I'm sure you will.
Right now, we're all here because it's finally time to stand up for ourselves.
Let's not be dramatic, John.
There's nothing dramatic about it. We're in a position to push back.
To bring you up to speed, obviously there are groups in the Commonwealth that stand in opposition to the... With the reactor now online, we have the ability to not only expand...
I'm sure the reactor will improve everyone's life.
Yes, the Directorate has agreed that steps must be taken to ensure...
Let's not beat around the bush. The Directorate has agreed that the Brotherhood of Steel...
As the incoming director, we felt it important to inform you of the decision. So, where do you...
If this has to happen, we keep the violence to a minimum. We're not out to destroy the Commonwealth.
Of course. It was never the intention to cause... As director, it's up to you and how we focus our efforts.
Sure.
We'd like your input on what direction we should take. Do we increase synth production or focus on weapons development?
Synths are the Institute's greatest strength. The more we have, the better off we are.
Well said. I'll see that the necessary steps are taken. Thank you very much for your time, sir. That's all we have for the moment. I believe Father wished to speak with you once our meeting concludes.
Being the director of the Institute is a serious commitment. I hope you understand that.
more than enough power thanks to the new reactor.
Remember, health and happiness go hand in hand.
Son.
Ah, there you are. You've met with the Directorate. I assume they made their intentions known? It was difficult for them to reach the decision to engage in open hostility. What about you? You agree with their decision?
It's the only way we can ensure the...
I'm glad you agree. You know, Father, it's the depth of your involvement with them has been called into question repeatedly. The question is, where do you stand with them now? Do you count...
How I feel about them?
No, it is important. For the Institute's position in the culture. Sure. As our primary above ground. So what I'm getting at...
I can take care of them.
Good.
We've heard some very disturbing things about you. That you've been to the Institute. That you're actually working with those monsters. You're lucky we don't shoot you on sight.
But I wanna...
Far too little, far too late. Get the hell out of here.
Desdemona.
Just leave. Just leave.
Much of a threat after all.
Easy now. Hands up.
It's only a matter of time.
From what I hear, that rogue Santa Libertalia is a real menace. Glad it's back where it belongs.
Have you seen J522 around? He didn't show up for duty today.
So, the work is done. I am sorry. I know it was likely difficult for you.
It needed to be done.
Make no mistake. There is obviously one final threat the Institute faces.
What is it? What's this last threat?
Well, perhaps it's not. The Brotherhood of Steel covets technology. They will eventually come for us. We need to
You're right.
I'm glad. But the problem with the Brotherhood of Steel goes beyond the edges of the... There are more of them out there in the world, Father.
You have something...
I'd like to prevent it from happening. We will show them that if they interfere with us, we will teach them that they will know.
So we're just...
There's a plan that's a little more. Dr. Lee should be expecting you in her. Time is of the essence.
Father is more than just our leader. He is
At last, we have power adequate
I hope
to
you
our
and
needs.
Father try to make up the time you've lost.
Dr. Lee.
What can I do for you?
The Brotherhood needs to be taken down.
All right, all right. Well, Dr. Orman, over here, please. It's time.
What now? I'm still working over the code that the robotics sent over. The algorithm is a mess. It's not even close to peak efficiency.
It would seem we've run out of time. Let's go. We're going to cover the basics of the operation as Dr. Orman has done most of the prep work, so I'll let her explain.
Okay, thanks. Is this really... So, you know that the Brotherhood's main operation...
I'm aware of that, yes.
Okay, good. If they were a little less intelligent, we wouldn't even be talking about this. But they're not idiots. They've managed to generate an EM field that's
So we just relay onto the...
Won't do us any good. There's no direct connection between their robot and the airship. So the immediate area around their encampment is... We can relay you into a point at the edge...
We'll have the element of...
Exactly. You'll have surprise on your side. For every generator you take down, it means we can start... And... Oh!
Thanks.
No. This thing, and I haven't come up with a good name for it yet.
Sure.
Wherever they land, we can lock onto them and relay We've only got a...
Okay.
I know, right? I mean, your real job will be to reach Liberty Prime.
It's the Brotherhood's giant robot.
Right. They think it's their ultimate weapon. We've taken everything and, this part was my idea, uploaded the whole thing into a modified synth. The little guy...
With Liberty Prime?
He's not going to. And he'll absolutely. So your end goal is ultimately pretty simple. Get to the robot, then hold the position while the synth does his thing. Oh, and don't worry. We'll pull you out of there before everything explodes.
If you have any questions, now's the time to ask. Otherwise, they'll be waiting for you in the relay room.
No questions. Let's do this.
Very well.
Dr. Lee might not show it, but I can tell she's excited about having the reactor in.
I can't express how truly humbling it is to stand in your presence.
All maintenance requests should be directed to the Facilities Division.
Terminal's gotta be somewhere.
Nice work bringing that rogue synth back.
Our technology must seem pretty advanced by your standards.
Sounds like things are pretty bad in bioscience. Hope you can resolve the situation.
Good to see you.
I'll sleep a lot easier now that the reactor's online.
visual.
Take them all out!
Glory!
Heads up, they went dark.
Hello.
Locked on target.
Surprise assault. Fan out. Search the area.
Fascinating.
Excuse me.
Reporting status. All functions normal.
Hi, how are you?
You certainly know your way around a workbench.
Hostile software detected. Communist subversion likely.
target has. transfer. Now I understand. Utilizing near death. 4, 3, 2, 1. Operation complete.
Updated tactical assessment. Red Chinese presence detected. Aerial incursion by communist forces cannot succeed. Initiating directive 7395. Destroy all communists.
Time to go, sir. We're relaying to a safe location. Unit X688 speaks highly of your combat.
Sean.
Ah. There you are. I've already heard the news. But of course you wouldn't be here if it weren't a success. I'm glad it worked, but I'm glad you're safe.
It's all over.
Ah.
Uh-huh.
The Institute is in you. Ali has always been loyal to the Institute. And to me, once I'm gone.
I'll do my best.
I know you. Don't worry about me. You need to look ahead. Focus on the future. Our time together has been strange, hasn't it? I spent years wondering what you were like. Thinking about all we missed out on. I want you to know that I'm grateful for the time we've had.
I'm glad I found you.
As am I. Thank you, Father. You've helped a boy achieve his dreams. I think I'd like to sleep now.
I've lost Sean. All over again. I close my eyes. I see my life before all of this. Before the bombs. Everything can change in an instant. And the future you plan for yourself shifts, whether or not you're ready. At some point, it happens to all of us. This wasn't the world I wanted, but it was the one I found myself in. The Commonwealth. My home. Ripped apart and put back together. I hoped I could find my family, cheat time, make us whole again. The way we were. But now I know. I know I can't go back. I know the world has changed. That the road ahead will be hard. This time, I'm ready. Because I know war. War never changes.
Don't take it personal. She's spoken to the officer.
So many humans, not many super mutants.